How excited does it make you particularly to see an animated film all about beautiful birds?
I'd rather see the real thing. I shouldn't have asked that, you see. No, it is extraordinary. One of the I've obviously followed cartoons, entertainment and films as much as I've ever followed natural history, and of course to see the way those things have changed over the years and the accuracy by and large which animators use now compared with what it was when I was a kid, when most of the animals didn't look anything like what they're supposed to do and didn't behave like they're supposed to do. So nowadays I'm sure they have a sort of animal consultant on every film that has creatures in it. I think the only downside to it sometimes, and not this film, but because I don't know yet, but in general, is I wonder whether youngsters don't expect creatures in the wild to sort of behave the same way, and say, no, darling, it's not going to sing and dance for you or talk and anything like that. You wouldn't now. My granddaughter's here. This is Ella, there's Ella and Gracie. Has there been a time in your life when you sort of expected the real wildlife to...
I did want the otter. When I went to Sea Life in Scotland, I did want the otters to start just coming up to me and trying to lick my hand. But no, they just slept in their cage.
There was one point when I had a hamster and I had just seen what was it, Alvin and the Chipmunks, and I expected my hamster. I was only 5 and I expected my hamster to stand up and start talking to me. So I would go up to her cage every day and say hi. I would start talking to her.
I think that's genuinely. I think that is probably generally a syndrome. There's nothing you can do about it in a way, But I seriously think that it's slightly misleading. You say, "Oh, I hate that. It doesn't sing." Yeah, okay.
In terms of 2014 for you, what are you looking forward to? Apart from obviously watching this film this morning, what's coming up next for you?
2014, I'm hoping, my main concern is a number of issues, both here and abroad, but particularly in Britain, of the safety of our countryside and wildlife, because we have a government that, frankly, doesn't give a damn. A very dangerous bunch of people, very. I just learnt yesterday that Eton College actually has a hare hunting day where they teach the boys how to hunt hares, and they've actually got their own pack of hunting dogs at Eton College. And the other thing we know about Eton College is that our Prime Minister went there and several of his ministers went there. So they actually teach hunting at Eton. That's good, isn't it?
Maybe they can hunt each other. Thank you so much for talking to us, Bill, and we hope that your work to get that stopped goes very well this year.
Yeah, thanks very much indeed. Yes, sorry to be serious for a moment, but it's too early to be anything else.